Have you ever wondered what it might be like to build the most incredible base in all the land? To construct a fortress so amazing, so spectacular, that others would come from far and wide just to see your creation? Well, friends, I think I may have just done it. Join me, won't you, as I give you a tour of the fortress I've spent weeks constructing with my own hands. I can't wait to show you what I've made. Now, when I say this place is ultimate, I mean it's truly unlike anything you've ever seen before. See these towering walls that stretch as far as the eye can see? Nothing is getting in here that isn't meant to. And behind these walls lies a sprawling city bustling with life. Markets overflowing with goods, workshops with the latest machines, cozy homes with friendly neighbors. It's a whole world I've built from the ground up. But a good community needs to eat. And so I've built vast fields to grow every crop you could imagine, and pastures for our feathered and woolly friends to graze in peace. With farms this size, there'll never be want for food around here. We'll have more wheat and potatoes and carrots than we know what to do with. It's practically a paradise for farming folks like me. Of course, all that work leaves one right parched. Fear not, for within these walls, you'll find the finest inns and taverns to wet your whistle after a long day's labor. And if you need supplies for future building projects, our markets and workshops have all the materials one could ask for. We even have factories producing goods to trade with other servers. It's like a regular little capital city I've made for us all to enjoy. But the crown jewel of it all has to be my own magnificent abode. Just look at it. It's a towering marvel like nothing you've ever seen before. Multiple floors, swimming pools, gardens, and more, all coming together into a work of architectural brilliance. The decorations and details I've included must have taken months. And best of all, it's got the best views for miles. Come on inside, there's so much more for me to show you. So in the end, after all the unbelievably hard work, I do think this could truly be called the ultimate base. I'm so proud of what I and the people who call this place home have built. It's beyond anything I ever imagined possible. For those of you just joining us on the server, consider this your welcome gift. And to those who've been here since the beginning, thank you for making this world with me. I hope you'll agree, this has all been worth it. Now, who's ready for the grand tour? Let me show you around. Now I saved the best for last on this tour, my magnificent estate. Let me give you a peek inside. Through these stately oak doors is a grand entry hall bigger than most homes. The marble floors and columns always take my breath away. But it's just the start of the lavish amenities on offer here. You'll find no shortage of food in this house, that's for sure. I've got enormous indoor farms so I can harvest crops even in winter. And our kitchen is always bustling as chefs prepare feasts fit for a king. Care for an apple? I grew the tree myself just off the dining room. The aromas drifting through these halls are enough to make my mouth water. But food isn't all there is to this place. I've stocked it with every luxury imaginable: an enchantment room, sparring arena, indoor pool, library, moonlit gardens, and more. Why settle for the basics when ultimate comfort is within reach? Every block in this mansion sings of luxury and leisure. Come, there's an indoor hot spring calling my name for a long soak. Care to join me for some relaxation in this palace I call home?
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to start fresh in a whole new world, with nothing but your own determination to guide you? To take chances and face dangers you've never known before, all in pursuit of discovery and creation? Well, today, my friends, a new journey begins. As the sun peeks through the trees, I realize with excitement and nervousness that this is it. It's time to begin my Minecraft quest. But this will be no ordinary playthrough. In this world, if I fall in battle, my story ends forever. Only careful decision-making and hard-earned skills will see me through to what riches and rewards tomorrow may bring. The first order of business is gathering life's basics: water, wood, and food. Living off the land will be key to survival here. I'll need to use my wits to solve problems and stay one step ahead of danger at every turn. Where will this path lead me? Only time will tell. For now, I take a deep breath and continue my work, ready to face whatever lies ahead. As I explore my new home, I spot potential allies that may help me in the challenges to come. Perhaps these woolly and hungry friends will provide much-needed materials. Careful not to startle them, I move slowly, hoping to gain their trust. One step at a time, I'm learning to live harmoniously with this untamed world and all who inhabit it. What started as a simple shelter and field has become the beginnings of a life here. As daylight fades, I take stock of all I've accomplished on this first momentous day. There will be many trials ahead, but also triumphs as I push boundaries and make new discoveries. I'm weary yet hopeful. What will tomorrow lend? For now, it's time for rest. The adventure has only just begun. As I drift off under the twinkling sky, dreams fill my head of all the wonders that may be out there, just beyond the horizon, waiting for me to find. This life I'm building will not be an easy one, but every challenge met makes the rewards of surviving and thriving in this untamed world so much sweeter. Now rests my first day. May tomorrow bring fresh opportunities for growth as my story here continues. Good night, and see you on the next part of our Minecraft journey. A new day breaks as the morning sun casts its glow upon the emerging world. I make my way down to the river's edge, gathering my thoughts on how best to proceed. Water will be essential, as will food and tools. Perhaps today I'll lay the foundation for sustainable sources of each. My hope is that future days will become easier as resources multiply and skills are honed. But for now, the work begins anew. It's time to spark fresh progress on this lifelong venture. After reinforcing my shelter and tending crops, my eyes land on fluffy white forms in the field. Sheep will provide warm wool for crafting and keeping cozy nights. With care not to scare, I've begun shearing and collecting what they offer. Each find pushes me a step further in this journey. Resourcefulness and gentle patience seem keys to living aligned with nature. I feel grateful for all she provides and gladly give back in kind. On we go toward the next chapter together. Have you ever wondered what truly lurks in the shadows of night? When the sun goes down and darkness falls, do things emerge that prefer the cover of moonlight? Tonight, I'll be finding out just what terrifying creatures the Fear Nightfall mod pack has in store. I've set up camp near a forest for the evening, hoping its trees will provide some shelter from whatever nightmares await. But will the comforts of firelight be enough to face what's coming? The sun is setting, it's nearly time. As twilight deepens its hold, an eerie feeling creeps over the woods. Among the forest's motionless sentinels is something stirring just out of sight. An owl hoots mournfully in the distance, as if reluctant to enter this place alone after dark. I can no longer put it off. It's time to see what terrors await once true night has fallen. Steeling myself, I nervously peer out into the night. At first, all seems calm, but for how long? There! Between the trunks, two blazing orbs meet my gaze. I jolt back, heart pounding. What new horror has emerged under cover of night? The creatures of Fear Nightfall are awake, and I doubt they'll let me sleep a wink. My heart is pounding as I peer out into the inky shadows between the trees. Whatever creature owns those glowing eyes, it's still out there, watching me from the darkness. I know I'll get no rest tonight unless I face my fears and solve this mystery. It's time to venture into the night. Clutching my torch, I step cautiously from the camp and make my way into the woods. The trees seem to crowd in as the moon breaks through the canopy above. And were those shadows I saw flickering at the edges of the glade? Something is most definitely not right in this forest after dark. Ever dreamed of adventuring the wide lands of Minecraft, finding new tools and resources to aid in your explorations? Well, friend, I've returned from my wanderings with an intriguing discovery. Let me share what I've found. While foraging in the woods, I came upon stranger sight, an unusual material, crafted into the shape of a weapon. Running my fingertips along its spikes, I could feel its power and possibilities. What mysteries might this mace hold? Testing my finding on a sturdy oak, I was stunned by its strength with just a few strikes. I'd felled an entire tree. While useful for gathering wood, something told me this tool was meant for more intriguing work. But what? Braving the dangerous mine shafts, my question was soon answered. As zombies closed in, I raised my mace, feeling its energy surge. And with a mighty swing, the horde was no more. This weapon was truly mighty, but would it stand against even deadlier foes? Stumbling into an abandoned fortress, I faced my toughest challenge yet. Creepers approached from all sides, hissing their explosive song of doom. But wielding my new mace, I stood my ground. and with skill and precision, sent each creeper fleeing in pieces. What wonders this mace continues to reveal. While questions remain, one thing is clear: with courage and ingenuity, even the lowliest tools can help seekers survive their adventures. And who knows what other mysteries still lie in wait just beyond the horizon for those bold enough to discover them. Your journey in Minecraft is just beginning. Friend, I wish you luck. With my mace in hand, I ventured ever deeper. The mine shaft seemed to go on forever, an endless maze of twists and turns. But I'd caught word of rare ores hidden down below, and was determined to find my prize. Just as my torchlight began to fade, I triggered a pack of zombies. Shadows swarmed as I spun and swung, grasping the mace with all my might. But no matter how many fell, more kept coming. Was this to be my end, so close to treasure?